Man, with this new, absolutely amazing signing of Jack Attard, could this mean the exit for Jahream Bula? Today, we're going to be breaking down my thoughts on the whole situation, looking at some of the facts, and just a statement that he did say himself. But before we break that down, welcome back to NRL Deep Dive, your one-stop shop for all things West Tigers. And if you love the Claws Out community as much as I do, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. And I want to hear from you. What have you made of this whole Jahream Bula situation? If you're unsure, stick around to the end to find out a little more. But if you've been following along for a while now, you know that Jahream Bula possibly is on the out and out with the West Tigers. But there is a glimmer of hope, and that could be with the new signing, or it could be with Jahream Bula. I want to know, how are you feeling? Do you think he's worth the amount of money that he's on now? And should we re-sign him? But let's break it down. First, off the bat, we did re-sign. We didn't re-sign. We just signed Jack Attard from, I believe Attard or however you want to pronounce that, my bad, from the Penrith Panthers. This is a young fella that is an absolute unit, 19-year-old schoolboy. He's played Jersey Flag, he's played SG, and knock-on effect, New South Wales Cup, all in the same season. To say that he is good is definitely the least. He is next level, and traditionally a fullback, I think we could see him playing somewhere in the center, somewhere in a wing, and my goodness, somewhere even in a half if we needed one. He's had some dominant wins, grand final performances, Catholic colleges wins 40-12 over New South Wales combined high schools. Like, this guy knows how to play footy, and so he has been big guys like Jared Haywood. And so when we look at these two in preseason, like, what could Jared Haywood and Jack be doing together? Like, could this be the next Robbie Farah or and Benji Marshall combo? Could this be like a Cooper Cronk, Cameron Smith type thing? What could this be going forward? I'm so freaking pumped to see what these young guns become and how they become what they're going to become within the West Tigers. Bit of a mouthful there, but Jack goes on to say that he's very excited to be joining the West Tigers and ripping in with the boys to kick off preseason. After speaking with Benji and seeing what's been happening around the club, I'm looking forward to what's ahead and being part of this group. There's a lot of great players and coaches here at the Tigers, and I'm keen to learn as much as I can and continue to improve my game. And honestly, that kind of humility, that kind of hunger, and that kind of wanting to be better is key when it comes to a great player. We look at the man who shall remain nameless. Had great potential, had a stage set in front of him with the West Tigers. He wanted to be more. He didn't want to learn from the best, and he wanted to be elsewhere and get more minutes, more fame, all that. We saw how that ended, right? Someone like Talon Da Silva went out on a better note, but again, just that hunger. He wanted minutes, but he wasn't ready to be put in the New South Wales Cup, things like that, you know. So it's just tossing that up. But this young fella just seems to know what he wants, and that's to be a great footy player in a great club. And so to see that humility, to see that hunger, to see that discipline already, saying, hey, look, I'm great. Instead of saying, look, I'm great, I can, get on the field and score tries, set up tries, all of that. He's saying, hey, I'm just stoked to be here. I'm stoked to be part of the club where there's great coaches, great players. Like, that is what I want in every signing going forward, especially from young guns. This is what Benji has to say about the young fella. A great young kid who we are really, really happy to have joining us this year. Jack will be a great fit for our group. He's got a lot of talent, but also a really good young character who wants to develop and grow as a player, which I think is key. That was my words. We're looking forward to welcoming Jack and his family into the club and getting started with pre-season. Now, that is super exciting, and I'm just so pumped. We kind of touched on it yesterday, but I'm just so pumped that he's here, and the depth that we're now getting with signing people like forward, like these guys, and Kai Pierce-Paul, we got Jock, we've got Gaia, we got him coming in as well. Like, we got these guys that are adding depth, adding some impact, adding some punch where we need it right now. What does the long term look like for all of these players and for the players we have now? I don't bloody know, to be honest. All I want to focus is on the here and the now, and that is there's a lot of talk about Jahream Bula, right? And he has broken his silence about a week ago on his exit rumors. We all know there's been a lot of speculation around the guy that the 23-year-old fullback that has, scored 23 tries in 57 appearances. This is a guy that knows how to play footy. And honestly, I love the dude and his character and his personality. And so I want to take this with a grain of salt. He was asked after the Fiji Masterclass, what is the next move for him, and what is kind of the options going forward for you, mate. And he says, we'll have to see. I've still got a few years at Tigers. I like it in Sydney. Sydney's my home, so hopefully I can stay there, but we'll have to see. And we all know what kind of money he's on. We're talking $800,000-$900,000 at least that we're going to be having to put out for him. Now, is he worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I think with the skill that he has, the skill that's untapped as well, and plus his character, his commitment to the club, even though his wife is no longer here, that's kind of what sparked this whole debate. He even put a cap, the little blue cap, meaning cap, on a post the other day, like when people saying like he's leaving. So I feel like it's 50-50. What's happening? We don't know the full story, but I'm choosing to believe that he is staying. Could this signing from Jack be kind of the missing piece going forward when we think about what would happen if Jahream Bula were to leave? Possibly. I don't know, and I don't want to start any rumor. This is just a speculation at this point. That could be it, and we're just training him up under Bula after 2027, 2028, whenever his contract's up. Then Jack would slot in. That could definitely be a scenario that could be very possible, right? And so again, not trying to start rumors, just addressing the rumors and speculation that is happening right now, and that is Jahream Bula is on the chopping block, if you will, in the media. And now I hate to say that because he's such a young dude who just means well, right? And I've loved watching him play this past year. Are there things that he needs to be better at and can be better at? Absolutely. But for a 23-year-old who is killing it in the fullback position in a team that is in the most pivotal rebuild in its history, like, that's something you want to be proud of for your fullback, right? And so to me, I think he's worth every penny if he stays and if he commits to being better and learning from people like Benji Marshall and like Jahream Bula and these guys that are around him. Now, if you became complacent, if you just became comfortable in who and where he is, then I think he's not worth that money. But if he's continuing to be hungry like he's shown, continuing to fight on like he's shown, and continuing to be a team player and family first guy, dude, throw whatever freaking money you want at him, and I'm just so stoked that Jack gets to have a masterclass next to him and be mentored by the best. So, I want to know your thoughts, though. Are you on team keep Jahream, or are you on team get rid of him? And so, let me know in the comments below. Do you think he's worth every penny? Are you keeping him? And maybe what's the thing that's saying keep him? What's the thing that's saying get rid of him? I want to know your thoughts and opinions. I respond to every comment. I'm so freaking pumped for this preseason. It's going to be huge. I'm coming home next month to Australia. I'm trying to plan what that could all look like. So if you want to catch up, grab a beer, a burger, a kebab, whatever, let me know and we can get chatting about that. But Tigers fans, I will see you in the next video. Take it easy. It is a great day to be Tigers fan, baby.